kick back on with.
Reedie Z, 2-2 late recap post game command after the Washington Commanders went to Madrid and had an abysmal ending to the game. Reedie Z starts now.
It's the Reedie Zee show. Reedie Zee show. It's the Reedie Zee show. Reedie Zee show. Reedie Zee show.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm well, despite what's going on with our team. I'm well, brother. I'm well. How about you?
I'm good. I don't understand why y'all is so mad. Like, this is what I said yesterday to the many group chats that we're in during the game. Like, why is everybody so upset? Like, we didn't know. Like, this is something new, something that we haven't been watching all year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's why I said I'm not mad. But it's just, I mean, it is tacky to see, but mad, I'm not mad at all. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We are who we are at this point. And I feel like, you know, losing yesterday's game, the only sorriness I feel for is the people who flew all the way to Madrid for that. I mean, outside of, it looks like, you know, they had a great time before the game, leading up to the days leading up. It looked like it was a lot of events, a lot of fan rallies and things like that nature. So the camaraderie, that part, I kind of felt like, damn, I wish I was there for that. You know, that aspect of it, and just to, you know, be in another country, kind of get that experience. But outside of that, man, it is what it is, bro. We are who we are. Like I said,
Check the live.
that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall we look better defensively with Dan Quinn at the helm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually got stops and got off the field or held somebody to a field goal. Granted, it's, you know, the Dolphins, but at the same time, it's better than what we saw these last, I don't know how many weeks with Joe Witt Jr. in the defense. So it just was a different mix of defensive play calling, you know, throughout this game that you saw blitzes, you saw, you know, blitz in the corner, you saw different things. Like, Dan Quinn was kind of like in his bag, like mixing it up. It wasn't the same old zone or the same old man to man. You know what I mean? It was just different in the way his approach to the game and things of that nature. And we were actually in the game, the whole game, leading the game until, you know, should have won the game in regulation, but we didn't. Took it to overtime, and, you know, the first play out the gate, one of the only mistakes I think I've seen Marcus Mariota have in the game was where he forced that ball where he shouldn't have forced it, and it was a pick. You know, and they're already down there. Pretty much, the game was signed, sealed, and delivered at that point.
Yeah, I do think that the guys definitely came out and played harder. You know, a little smarter for Dan Quinn. One of the things that stood out were, you know, the differences with Dan Quinn. He was very active and engaging with the guys throughout the game. You know what I mean? So I think that may have had an impact on, how things went defensively. And we before the game we kind of toyed with the idea like, will these guys show up and will they be better for Dan Quinn? But and we saw that. You look at Bobby Wagner diving down and saving a touchdown, something that we haven't seen him do all year. It seemed like the gaps on the defense in the zones was a little tighter, wasn't as spaced out. We also, we saw like defensive stops, getting them down in the red zone and, stopping them on fourth downs and, just playing a little bit more faster, more aggressive. So we did see that. And I do think the defense did enough yesterday to help the offense win that game, but the offense and special teams let them down. And just like all year, we have not played complimentary football from all three parties. And, yesterday just ends up being a loss that's not blamed on the defense.
Yeah, I think the special teams, I mean, you won't want to put them on the hook, but you got Mikey Sanders still back there, hasn't been back there all year. The injury to Jalen Lane kind of forced him being back there. He didn't look like he was comfortable. So I think that's one of those things. So I don't necessarily blame it on the special teams. I think that's, Mikey Sanders. I mean, yeah, he's playing special teams, but the overall group, that's been the bright spot this season for me is our special team. So I wouldn't necessarily put it on them. I just think it just boils down to the injury to Jalen Lane. And who knows, Jalen Lane maybe could have did the same thing. I don't know, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, you got to include. You definitely got to include Matt Gay and his missed field goals, part of the special teams too. Like he.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so they are not off the hook. Like it's poor. I mean, yeah, it's one guy in a situation like a field goal, missed field goals that typically falls on one guy unless there's a botch on the hold or something like that, which wasn't the case. So once again, Matt Gay proves, why he shouldn't be on this team. And I still don't understand how we went out and gave this guy guaranteed money, made him one of the highest paid kickers, guaranteed money wise and shit like that. And he can't even, he can't even hit a 50-yarder. He can't even, you be missing from 40s. Like somebody said in a text thread yesterday, like we really have an extra point kicker. So it's just like this dude is trash. But what I saw overall is, A-Chain, he definitely he got his, ran all over us, especially early on. Pat receiving and rushing. Had some, there was one play on the sideline he caught. It looked like the defense had him and he was going out of bounds. Next thing he running up field for like another 20, 25 yards, which was towards the end of the game. And so he got his. We kind of held, Waddle in check. He didn't really go off. I think again we was able to get some pressure towards the end of the game. Von Miller got his sack, was from a play where Tua just held the ball. He had time when scrambling around. He just held the ball way too long. So shout out to Von Miller not giving up on that play, but also not just Von Miller. Jacob Martin continues to, put pressure on quarterbacks. He seems like the only guy who's been consistent, outside of DA when DA was available and playing. And the crazy thing about it, I heard this morning that Dorrance Armstrong still leads the team in sacks, and this man ain't played in like a month and a half, 2 months. So it's like crazy what's going on out here, with our team. But yeah, man, it's offensively, like I felt we ran the ball well early, with Rodriguez. He was definitely getting some tough chunk runs. I would like to know why in the second half, towards the back end of the game, he, Bill kind of came in and took over the duties, and we didn't see no more of Rodriguez. And it wasn't like those previous situations where it's like, oh, we in pass only situations. And, it wasn't that. We could have continued to still run the ball and been effective. So I'm not sure what Cliff was thinking on that end. But outside of that, I think the offense moved and, did some things well. But, for whatever reason, Marcus Mariota at the end of the game did what he did. I don't even know why that play was a pass call, fresh out the first play of overtime. Oh no, it was just weird. It was wild. And then one thing I wanted to say about Zach Ertz, every time he catches the fucking ball, he's sliding and falling. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. Yesterday, he did it again. He's trying to avoid all contact whatsoever. I don't know if he's preserving his body because he wants to play a couple of more years or what, but I don't know. But I'm getting sick of the Zach Ertz experiment because he's not. I mean, yeah, he can make catches, but he fucking falls down. He's huge. Like, you know what I mean? Standing there and you catch the ball and run. Like, he slid like he was a quarterback, bro. Like, he really caught the ball and slid because he saw a safety coming. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. that was a good pause on that one. That was crazy.
Gotta make them count.
That was definitely crazy work right there. You did right there with that one. Good job on that.
Go.
Yeah, speaking of Zach Ertz falling in the fucking end zone, like that cost me money on a bet, and also Bobby Wagner. All of a sudden, you're diving for passes. That cost me money right there on a live bet.
Oh, go ahead. You took the Waddle touchdown?
Yeah, I took the Waddle touchdown. That was like 400. Bruh, like, I mean, I get it. I understand. Like, and I don't want to see but I mean, it's sports betting, but I want us to win, but in the moment, like they was driving, and I thought it was going to be a touchdown, and here comes Bobby Wagner diving in on the fourth down. Where the fuck was that shit at all year, Bobby? We needed it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You do it in week 11 of the season when the season is damn near over, basically. Like, come on, Bobby Wagner, man. You killing me, son.
Yeah, it was definitely. I was shocked like shit when I seen it. I ain't gonna hold you. I was surprised, buddy. Surprised. But you know what I mean? Outside of that, like what's some good things you can take from yesterday's game and like moving forward into this bye week? Like we can speak about the bad all we want.
I said it already. I alluded to it weeks ago. Dan Quinn is the defensive play caller. That's the good we can take away from it. The defense looked way better. It looked like way more fight out of the whole team in general. Period. Period. Dan Quinn had to call. He got to call plays. He got to be like Mike McDonald and some of these other, coach centric, guys that's calling plays. He got to call plays. It is what it is. Unless you're gonna go get somebody and bring them in here who's better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that, and I also think that one of the key things that I see, as far as like the offensive line, you've seen Coleman come in different moments and making some great blocks in the run game. It seems like Connerly is, he's getting his feet under him a little bit better, and he's not making as many mistakes. I think the offensive line is doing better. Cosme. That was a little questionable. Like, it was one play he didn't block. No fucking
What
body.
is the injury on Cosme, too? Because he did go out with an injury. Or did he come back?
I didn't see that. I missed that one. Let me just look that up real quick.
Because he had got injured towards the end of the game. Anybody in the chat, do y'all know, chat? What happened with Cosme towards the end of the game? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Instagram. It's not working.
Nah, it's no reports of no serious injury, so he should be fine. We got a cornerback blitz yesterday. Jonathan Jones. Like you said, the defense definitely looked like we did a little bit more, and Dan kind of opened up, our arsenal a little bit and made us look better. But I still think we just need the talent, man. We like moving into the offseason, we have to really figure out what we're going to do. Like, we have to figure out, are we going to move on from the super vet experience? Like, or if you're gonna have these guys, let them be role guys. Like again, Bobby Wagner, yes, he is a starter in this league, and I think he could do it again next year potentially. But you know what I mean? Do you continue to play him 100% of the downs next year, which we've talked about many times? That's a recipe for disaster at this point, especially on passing downs. You know what I mean? For me, I would let Zach Ertz walk, let him do what he do, because we still haven't really fully seen what we got in Sonat. Reedie always vouches for John Bates, even in the past game. We saw a sprinkle of yank off yesterday. He got him a nice catch. So I mean, kind of start seeing what you have, man. Like move another game, another L. Like we were already 1% chance of making it to the offs, 1% chance of even winning the Super Bowl. Like all this 1% shit, it don't get down to zero, but you only can get down to zero. So it's like you're not coming back. We're not making the playoffs. We're not making a run. We need to evaluate this talent and see what we have. You know what I mean? And roll with it that way. Still, I'm not saying bench all the main guys, but we gotta like really establish a better rotation out there and see what's what.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying that for a little while now, but I did see, different linebackers throughout the game on defense. I don't know how much of a difference it made, but because I didn't go back.
Did play yesterday?
I couldn't tell you if he did every day.
Yeah, I didn't really see him. But yeah, just to kind of like a little stat rundown, Commanders rushed for 172 yards. That was a strong outing in the run game. The defense held Miami to 142 net passing yards. That's the fewest we allowed all season. So that's a plus. On the third downs, the defense, Miami made only 3 of 9 third down conversions. Defense also forced 2 turnover on downs, which has been very rare for us. Third downs and fourth downs we've been getting killed. So we stepped up there, and the offense started well. Even though we didn't score touchdowns, we were able to get some points off the opening possessions of each half, and that was the first time since week 17 last year. Against what was that? Week 17 last year, I think that might have been the Eagles, because week 18 we played Dallas. So yeah, I mean overall, what went wrong? Critical red zone opportunities. We came up empty. We were 0 for 3 inside the 20 for touchdowns. Mariota finished with 20 of 30 for 213 yards passing, 1 touchdown. He threw that overtime interception, which cost us the game, led to the game-winning field goal. As we mentioned earlier, Matt Gay missed a 56-yarder that would have won the game in regulation. The defense let Miami stick around. Definitely have a big run game. A-Chain had 120 rushing with 165 all-purpose. And then Mikey Sanders still fumbled the punt, which, again, I don't know why he was even back there. I didn't even notice that he was, the punt returner until he actually dropped the damn ball. And I was shocked to see it. And somebody mentioned in the chat, they was like, man, I hope he don't drop this shit. Was that you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a solid outing from Debo. 7 catches, 74 yards. He had that inside screen that he took to the house and scored on our lone touchdown. How you feeling about Debo?
Debo is the lone. I would rank him at the top of all of the players throughout the season, as far as production, things of that nature. And he has not even necessarily like peaked to where we think he could have been. Like, imagine him with Jaden and Terry out there. It would be a totally different story for Debo right now. I'm on record saying that we got to re-sign Debo. We got to re-sign him because I want to see what that really truly looks like. Him with a healthy JD5, a better improved offensive line, but we need more weapons. That is the word of the offseason. Stack more weapons. You never have too many. Look at these teams. They having 3 and 4 receivers, 2 and 3 running backs that can do it. You drop off, you know what I'm saying? And this is the year. If we look around the league at the top dog teams, this is the year that we really could have snuck in there for real. Because Kansas City is on a downward. The Ravens are on a downward. Like all of these top tough teams, the Lions, they're kind of like on a downward a little bit. All of these tough teams are like that were in the mix in the offs last year. If the playoffs started today, a lot of them wouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Lions not in the play. If playoffs started today, Lions wouldn't be in. Yeah, that's
exactly.
True.
So like this was really our year to kind of like be in the mix to be up there. But you know, these injuries put us behind the 8 ball. It is what it is. So now it's just time to focus on finishing out the season, get everybody through the season healthy as possible, and move on. It was a caller this morning on or last night on Denton Day and Linnell. They was talking about they need to see Sam Hartman. They went the fuck off on them talking about Sam Hartman. What?
Sam Hartman.
Like
why?
I don't know. But we need to see what we got, like you mentioned before. See what we got and make decisions accordingly. This is really going to be a mark of AP and what his staff can really do. Because last year it was like, oh, I'm the smartest guy in the room because I came in and, you know, we ascend to the NFC Championship game. Now this year when it's looking crazy, what can you do? How can you bounce back? How can we bounce back as an organization? How can we bounce back as a coaching staff?
Yeah. Actually, looking at it, Cosme went into the tent, but he came back, so he was back in the game. Jonathan Jones went into the medical tent at one point. Who else? That was somebody else that I was just about to mention that potentially got hurt. Shit. Who the hell was I just about to say? Oh, Jalen Lane has a hip injury. He was questionable return. He did not return. So, I mean, another hit to the wide receiver room, which was already thin. Yesterday we saw a mixture of Chosen, Jalen Lane, Chris Moore, Debo. Those were the 4. Well, who was it? Oh, we did get to see Jacoby Jones, who had a nice pigtail route on a key down. I don't know if that was third down. No, I think that was third down. And he went up the sideline. You know what I mean? So Jacoby Jones had a nice first play, welcome to the league type play, which was nice. You know what I mean? Going forward, just see what those guys have. I mean, the question still remains: when Terry is healthy, do you bring him back? When Jaden is healthy, do you bring him back? Really see what you have in other guys, or if you're gonna bring them back and kind of let them get some reps. Because quite frankly, Terry may have played 2 to 3 games this year. We know Jaden has missed his share of games, had dealing with 3 different injuries. Thank God the elbow injury wasn't severe. It was just a dislocation, simply just that. So they were saying that after the bye week, they're going to evaluate that. So I think this bye week will be spent with guys kind of, getting their break, getting their mental and physical break, but coming back. And then, the team really deciding how they will play things moving forward if they're going to shut guys down. Reedie's on record saying that he wants Jaden Daniels shut down. He does not think Jaden Daniels should step foot back on that field. And I'm still kind of torn whether or not, because I agree that I don't want him to go out there and get hurt, but I also feel like, damn, like you just sit him down the rest of the season and he not get no more reps. So
yes,
I'm
torn.
What you
mean torn?
I am
torn
on because he ain't played.
He don't need to play.
So he just like that. He's just that like he that like that where he don't need to play.
He's that valuable. He doesn't need to play.
I know he's valuable. I said like
that. None of that. He don't need to play. What are we playing for?
I get the value.
The consolation prize?
It ain't about. I'm
What
not
are we
talking about
playing
that.
for?
I'm
So
talking about the
playing for
reps.
what? Play him
The
and then he
reps.
go out there and tear his ACL. Then we're set back. He doesn't come back until week 10.
That's why
That
I'm
makes
torn.
sense.
That's why I'm torn.
It's no torn. It's either one way or the other.
I
It's
haven't
no torn.
decided.
It's see him for what? For your own gratification?
Not even my
5 went out
gratification.
there. I got 5 on it. He do something.
Nah, definitely not that. More
Right?
so, again, like I said, just to kind of see that he had struggles this year. I mean, he had moments of struggle. So just kind of see that him be able to go out there and consistently get through a game or a couple of games consistently and establish a flow. Whether we win or not at this point, it don't even matter. But quality reps, I think, is important. But also, he is
Quality reps.
he is your franchise guy. So you kind of got to see. I don't know.
That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. If you're going to sit there on one hand and say he's your franchise guy, what do you need to see from him? We seen it last year. We know what he can do. Like, this season is lost.
So that's what I'm saying. So you think he's like that? You think that he's like that enough that if he doesn't touch the field the rest of the season, he can walk back next year and turn on what he did year one?
Yes.
Okay, then. So then
why couldn't he? Like he's injured obviously at the moment. You rush him back. I don't want to risk no significant injury. That's what I'm thinking about. What we got? 6-7 games left.
Mm-hmm.
It was week 12. Yeah. So what?
It'd be about 5-6 games.
Yeah, 5 games. Like literally, what is him playing in that one game? What is that going to give him as far as a development standpoint? From a development standpoint, 1 game or 2 games if he comes back, what is that giving him? And what does it do for us as a team?
Gives him
it doesn't galvanize the locker room because the locker room's already lost. We don't have the personnel. And for real, Terry McLaurin might not even need to step back on the field this year. If I'm being honest.
Shut them all down, Reedie Zee.
Or anybody else that's under contract. What are we bringing them back for? For what?
So tank the season.
Like really? Yes.
I'm just trying to get you to say it.
Tank the season. Shit is over. It's over. We played a hell of a good one. We played a hell of a good one.
It wasn't a good one. It was some shit. But yeah. No, I feel you though. But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do during the bye week?
I'm going to prepare to win a national championship. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna put my all into watching film and getting these kids ready for us to go to Florida and win this thing.
Talk about
That's what I'm gonna do.
Wish.
That's it. That's all I can do. I'm gonna enjoy it. Like this weekend, I was off from. I didn't have no youth football responsibilities. It felt good to just chill. Next week we got a game. So I'm back in the mix a little bit. I'm gonna do that, and Sunday I'm gonna sit around and try my hand at it, winning another bet. See if something can shake. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing tonight. NBA. I'm gonna try my hand. That's all I can do.
Cook up, Reedie. Cook up. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I think for me, bye weeks I don't really watch football during bye weeks. Like that shit just be boring, bro. It's boring to watch other teams. Like I can watch my team and then watch a game. Well, I can watch games before and know my team about to come on. But when my team ain't on, I'm not really a big football watcher doing that.
When my team lose, I'm not watching no football after. I ain't watching no football after we sat there and lost at 9. I didn't watch none of them games. I was watching series.
Go ahead.
Football wasn't even on my TV yesterday.
Wasn't even on your list.
Wasn't even on it at all. It's been like that most of the season this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will watch Hard Knocks. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to tune into that because Reedie always want to see that behind the scenes of what's going on. But I say shut them down. Shut them down.
Man, they said that the next game, not this week, but week 13, well, of course it's the bye, but week 13 game against the Broncos will not be flexed out of prime time. So we are still in primetime Sunday night football against the Broncos.
It won't be flexed because of it's a certain amount of weeks where they can flex it or they can do something they can do where they, it's something in them rules or something like that. Because it was the same thing last year. Like thought we was going to get flexed into a certain spot, but they didn't flex it because of something with the rules.
Yeah, so in this one, we're not getting flexed out. So another night game for us.
Also, if anybody's looking for Washington Commanders tickets, let Reedie Zee know we got some for y'all. Nice prices too.
Go ahead.
Nice
prices. I'm looking to see if any new news reported before we close out, but I haven't seen any with the team. I mean, they did talk about before the game, some of the guys that were practice windows open. I know Will Harris, Drake Jackson, just to name a couple.
So we signed a guy to put him on IR. Like,
yeah, he was hurt when we signed him.
Put him on IR.
I guess your man thought he was be a quick stash. We'll see.
Some of these moves this year have been highly questionable.
Yeah. But yeah, though, I think we touched on most of it. If you ain't got nothing else.
The only person I say bring back is Noah Brown. Let's see what he can do.
Really trying to start.
He need all the reps he can get. Huh?
Oh, you talking about bring him back? I thought you meant bring him back in the offseason. Fuck him.
Oh no.
He don't even need to be on the. He don't even need to be out there. Shut him down. What you bringing him back for? He gonna be hurt the next game anyway. What you bringing him back for? Might as well evaluate the younger guys. I'd rather have chosen.
We already evaluated them.
I'd rather have chosen than Noah Brown.
And then Chosen, he's another one that he could have scored a touchdown and sold it. Or a pass or what? Something I bet, like him to catch a pass on the drive or something.
I bet $25 that Chosen would score a touchdown. No, it was 2 catches on the drive. It was like plus 3,000 or something. I was definitely trying my hand. Nope. Yeah.
Then Zach Ertz. So, boy, that was $300. Him scoring that touchdown, and they went to the right person, and they even went to Waddle, like the Bobby Wagner joint I said too. Blew me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, bro, that's all I got.
That's all I got too.
Yeah, but if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe at Reedie Zee on all platforms. Make sure you tap in with us. We on the road to 2K on YouTube, road to 8K on Instagram. I think we're on the road to 2K on TikTok, road to 1K on X, maybe 500 actually. So yeah, go ahead, tap in, follow us, sub us up. Hit us up if you got any questions. Hit us up in a DM, when we post the content, comment, chime in with us. But it's the bye week. You'll catch us again Wednesday night on the Burgundy Breakdown, and then we're actually going to pop in during the bye week and do a show to give some content to push, give y'all something to talk about. So make sure you stay tapped in with the guys.
He said he gonna pop in on the show, but he don't even pop in to watch watch football.
Nah, not at all. If it's a good game next week, I might watch some good game. I gotta check the schedule. Yeah, but
probably be out here in these malls or something next week.
Oh, it won't be me. I don't do no malls. I ain't been in no malls in years.
I was in the mall yesterday out of Rondo Mills. It was just packed in there too.
People starting to get their money back. They going to these stores and
respect.
Yeah. Reedie Zee over and out.
Reedie Zee shout. It's the Reedie Zee show.